In light of the recent tax cuts, so many people are getting it wrong. Leftists are freaking out, but that's to be expected. We all died from net neutrality, now we're gonna die from tax cuts. But what is really funny is that some leftists all of a sudden want to act as if they care about deficits and debt, as if y'all ever cared about that. Basically, they just want to make sure they can still fund their programs. But even some libertarians are getting it wrong when it comes to tax cuts, saying things like you can't cut taxes without cutting spending. But that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Now, my fellow libertarians do have the right idea, but they're sort of too smart for their own good in this regard. They're thinking that the government will not meet previous revenue due to tax cuts. Therefore, they will tax in the form of inflation. But that's sort of both right and wrong. They are correct in a sense that due to the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, they can basically print money out of thin air and monetize the debt. That is absolutely true, and it is a problem that does need to be addressed. But less taxes does not automatically mean less tax revenue. With individuals and businesses being able to keep more of their own money, they spend it. They invest it, which means more jobs and more taxable dollars. So you can very well cut taxes and still end up with similar or even more revenue. Either way, taxation is theft. So whether it be through lower taxes, dodging, or even evading, people keeping what they rightfully earn is better than having it coerced out of them to fund an inefficient criminal organization. Spending does need to be addressed. Billions are being spent annually to fund war efforts, and even more, we're talking trillions of dollars with this growing welfare state and entitlement programs. But that speaks more towards the nature of the state and central banking. It has far less to do with the government economists or the politicians giving a crap about being efficient. Remind you that all of their numbers are projections anyway. They have no way of knowing exactly how much revenue they're going to bring in. They're often off by millions and billions of dollars. And by this logic of worrying about revenue as it relates to spending, you'd have to oppose every single black market non-tax transaction because that's money that the government is missing out on. And well, that is not a libertarian position at all. The problem with these tax bills is that they are often way too many pages and they don't lower taxes enough. The closer that we can get to zero, the better. On a completely unrelated note, never get a white dog because you get his hair all over your shirts and all over your beard.